So I run multiple businesses. I'm training for a bike race, and I still need time for friends, for family, for the things that I love like traveling, and of course now creating content. And of course when you're balancing so many things, it's extremely easy to let life completely overwhelm you. But I've found that with the right rhythm, it's actually really easy to make space and time for everything that matters to you. So today I want to talk about how I keep my head on straight while training, while traveling, while working, and while making time for the things, like I said, that matter to me. So let's dive into it. So first I want to talk about the 3 pillars of my week and how I stay organized. One of these little boogers, and of course the notes app in my phone. The 3 pillars of my life include business, training, and my personal life. And my daily schedule is extremely simple. My calendar and how I organize my events are broken up by AM, PM, and evening events. And then on a more macro level, I break everything down for my key events that need to be done that week in this thing right here. Every Sunday, sometime within the day, I take the time to dial in everything that I want to get done, my action items and key items for the week. Also, to streamline my process and workflow, I use Apple Calendar and Apple Notes. So real quick, walking through the structure of my real life routine. The structure of kind of how I build out my week is really heavy on work Monday through midweek. That's when I'm pretty heavy on client work, on scheduling most of my meetings, and trying to plan for the YouTube channel now. And then Monday through Friday, I usually plan to train midday. So usually around 1 or 2 p.m., especially in springtime. I think that's probably going to have to shift real soon with how hot it gets here in the south, but we'll work on that. This, of course, just breaks up screen time. It gets me outside and it completely resets my brain for kind of the remainder of the day. By Thursday and Friday, I definitely shift into more creative or strategic stuff. That's kind of when I let my editing happen and when I let a lot of my ideas really breathe and get dialed for the weekend. Saturday mornings when I'm home, that's actually pretty sacred time for me. That's now when I go on long rides, I try to dial in good views. And I really love that because it's when I can kind of get out on my bike and really enjoy the city on a level that you don't really get to experience Nashville much. And that's really extremely quiet. There's not much movement in. Perks of doing a 7:30 a.m. ride on a Saturday is that, yeah, I guess no one in Nashville gets up early. So yeah, it's super nice. I've only seen a couple bikers, a couple cars, and yeah, it's pretty sleepy around here. It's nice to get out and get after it. Sunday's all about resetting. Sometimes it's really just enjoying the time off. I definitely take a day completely off work and oftentimes off of any kind of physical activity outside of maybe just like a walk or hanging around the neighborhood, but it's usually really chill, really relaxed, and a good day for, you know, life admin and just resetting and getting ready for the week. So the biggest challenges that I've found, especially lately, is that it's extremely easy to overcommit yourself. Sometimes I try to ride, I try to film, I try to do client work, I try to stuff meetings in and do a whole bunch of stuff all in one day, and it's really easy to just get completely burned out. And of course, then there's travel that completely uproots your routine, and sometimes I don't feel like filming at all, but then I remember kind of my why. So I've kind of learned in my life to not chase the perfect day all the time, but create consistent rhythms and just build momentum. I think, of course, that comes along with forgiving yourself on off days, knowing what your minimum effective dose is. And of course, I think the last piece to that is noticing when you're forcing things and it's not really flowing well. So total transparency, I don't believe that my way is the only way of doing things. I just believe that it's a way of doing things for me right now, and it's a way that's working for me. And if I had 3 tips to offer on what's kind of working for me right now, one is don't aim to do everything every day. Stack your days by type. Just how I mentioned earlier how I break my days up and I schedule my days out, even kind of segment the week in different areas. The second thing would be batch your energy. After a ride, film. After deep work, get some movement done. Number 3 would be protect your recovery. On your days off, which you definitely have to take every now and then, turn the phone off or just set it aside. Go outside, do something different that recharges you, whether it's nature, whether it's a good meal with friends, whether it's coffee with friends, whether it's a slow ride, whatever it is that recharges you. One quick little bonus idea of something that I really have been enjoying a lot lately is journaling. Whether you use your journal from work for the week or a personal journal, whatever you have, you can just audit your week with a simple prompt of what drained me or what gave me energy. And the last kind of bonus idea would be keep one day completely untouchable. Like I said, for me, that's just Sundays because that's what works best for me and my lifestyle. lifestyle. And by untouchable, I just mean no calls, no screens, no added pressure of emails or client work or anything. That could be a non-negotiable for you. So I know that this video has been completely different than what I've typically been posting on this channel, especially lately with training for bike rides, traveling so much, and just getting into random chaos with my friends. If you're also chasing big goals this year, I'd love to hear in the comments below what works for you or what you'd like to try moving into the future and moving into the coming weeks and months. And if you're into this journey, be sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe wherever those are down here, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. As always, thank you so much for following along and being part of my journey. I'll see you guys next week in episode number 3 of From Roots to Race Ready. Peace.